Hi team, and welcome back to the 2022 YONEX Canadian International Challenge. We've got an exciting mixed doubles match coming up between Canadian team Thyrri Lindeman and Josephine Wu, and they're going up against the Danish combination of Matthias Thyrri and Amelie Magelund.
The #1 seeds against the 3-4 seeds.
A classic semi-final battle.
Once again, folks, if you're just joining us for the first time, I am Stefan Cadu. He is Mike DeBell, and we are best friends today. Aren't we? We get along just well.
We do.
He's sick of me already.
He keeps threatening to hug me.
It's the holidays, folks. We've had a chance to watch the first two matches. We had some great matches. A women's doubles, a 3-gamer. The last men's singles match was a 2-gamer that really looked like it was going 3, but
it really did.
Oh, we actually pulled it off in 2, but very exciting. So it's good. The stage is set. Our Canadians, Josephine Wu and Thyrri Lindeman, who both you and I have known since juniors, they're looking spiffy in their outfits here. I'm liking it.
Yep, very fancy. Lots of colors out these days. And two big smashers from the mixed teams. Both guys in the mixed court, big smashers. And so
a lefty.
Yes,
Danish
we do.
male player.
Yeah.
Finally, it's been already's. It's been boring already's now. Got a lefty. You got to watch that.
First thing to look at if you're playing somebody on the opposite side, make sure they're a righty or lefty. How many juniors have you coached when they come off the match going, man, they had a great backhand. Like, that wasn't their backhand. They're a lefty, and that was their
you're like,
forehand.
so why do you continue to go to their forehand side? Like, what do you mean? You know they're lefty. What? Huh?
Yeah.
And then this is where coaches out there, young coaches, if you want to learn from us, you take a deep breath. You don't say the wrong thing. You take a deep breath. I choose to laugh in those situations. Teaching your juniors to, in warm-up, pay attention to. The worst part is when they're playing singles, they're warming up with the person. They don't know. It's one thing, like right now, they're focused on their own half-court warm-up, right? You may not be glancing over too much, although obviously they would know this ahead of time. But so Thai and Josephine are #1 seeds, 43 in the world, 61 in the race, and our Danish counterparts, 47 in the world, so very close here in rankings. This could be a difference maker, depending on who beats who, if one of these teams were to win the tournament. So Thai, I was looking at results for the year, and Thai and Josephine have been very consistent. They've at the quarterfinals of the Peru International Challenge in New Zealand and Australia. They had quarterfinals back in October at the Canadian Open, which was a 100. They made a quarters as well. Danish International Challenge semifinals, the Italian International Challenge quarterfinals, and Pan Am Championships, which is continental, they won. So they've been very consistent. So there's a reason why they are top 15 in the world. Very consistent with the results. They may not have won a lot of tournaments, but they're making quarters and semis, and well, obviously winning Pan Am Championships is a big one. But they're kind of always there. They don't seem to. Their body game seems to get them to a good place. So very consistent.
Yeah, and the thing I like about Josephine, she's really great at the net and also holds her own at the backcourt. Some of the mixed teams, the women are strong at the net, not so great at the backcourt relative to the man, but she can cover both the net and the front. So really like her style, and we'll see how these two do against the Danish team. Danish team took out a Canadian team in the match before of Nick Nguyen and Alexandra Mokano.
And Josephine's an accomplished doubles player, and so's Thai. So they're both accomplished doubles players. So they're obviously Thai would be comfortable in the backcourt from his role in mix, but Josephine's definitely comfortable in the backcourt as well from her role in doubles. And so they're not new to the stage. They've been around for a while. Good cutoff. We saw Josephine and Thai getting caught in the reversed position, but Thai did a nice job of just poking that down, not overhitting it.
You see a lot of pushes and blocks with the one team trying to force the other to lift. Really, you're looking for the lift so you can be the attacking team. Generally, the attack in mixed doubles wins more than defense. So lots of blocks, lots of pushes, putting your opponent in a position where they eventually, hopefully, have to lift, and you can go at them.
That was well said, Mike.
Thank you.
That was a lot of information, but that was well said. I got more.
I
kind of passed out just now. I just woke up.
Yeah.
You know, in old school, Will Ferrell, like in the debate, has this unbelievable response, and he's like, "What just happened?" He's passed out. That just happened.
I hope I don't have the effect on everybody
definitely going to do
listening.
an old school reference, regardless of what you'll be doing today.
Hopefully, I don't put the audience to sleep too.
Hopefully, to go streaking is what I'm thinking. The corridor. Just like that, 3-all.
Yeah.
3-3. Mais c'est beau. Oh, she had it. Josephine's so good when she squares up. She's just so strong in that open stance position. Great around the head. Just barely missed it. You know what? I'm going to say it's a good mistake early in the game to sort of setting the standard that you're going to be aggressive in front.
Yeah, it sort of establishes your
it's
like establishes your territory kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think sometimes it's okay to do the odd long serve, even if it doesn't go in. It's like, okay, I'm going to keep you off the back line once in a while. You can't just lean in all the time. Great block.
You've got to try different things early in the match to know what works. You can't just do the same thing over and over, and then at an important point, try something new that you're maybe not comfortable with. You've got to sort of explore your strategies in your shot making early on. Just kind of really see what's going to work well and what's going to be considered high percentage for you at that time.
Great read by Josephine that last rally, and that's where she really stands out in mixed. Is she reads what's coming back from her opponent so clearly.
Ty knows it's a makeable shot. He was there.
Yeah. Few quick rallies, everybody sort of settling in.
Just like that, 7-4.
Yeah.
Come on. Not missing by much. Hitting the white part of the net, but still a point. Ty just flat out missed it. Probably a little bit of nerves here.
Yeah, I think it's just settling in. A lot of doubles and mixed doubles in particular. There's a lot of serve and rush. And you've got to be sharp and get on top of the serves really tight. Yeah, there it is again.
It's always nice to play in front of the home fans, but then there's pressure, right? And you want to do well, you're proud, and so if you don't get off to a good start, the points can add up quickly for the opposition. Oh, nice cross.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Smooth. Oh, he got caught. He thought he was going to go in the front. Bad idea.
Yeah, and I think Magelund saw the cross court, at least caught it, and was able to cut it off straight, got it past Ty. I think the thing is just for Ty and Josephine to get in the rallies, just get the nerves out and shake things off and get some decent length rallies in so they can get comfortable out there.
So if you are Ty's coach right now, are you going to, Ty and Josephine's coach right now, are you going to maybe speak to him a little bit more, just say, hey, just sort of settle? Because right now he seems to be the one who's a little more shaky.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him to, off the serve, lift the bird up and give them a chance to attack, but you got to get it in play. So I think you say just don't worry about rushing the bird to the floor or trying to pound it. Just get it in play and get some rallies going. And
you and I have seen him play since a junior. Like, he's someone who's usually high percentage. Like, he hits a lot of off speeds, 3/4, half smashes. It's not like he doesn't, have that sort of smart game style. He normally is. It's just a game of inches and he's just missing a few here and there.
Yeah, and you always want to avoid that mindset where you're trying to play it so tight because your opponents are good that you start making unforced errors. And I think it's just backing off a tad. Just a push shot like that, just to get it in play. And there you go.
Oh, not bad, eh?
Yeah.
For your female player in the backcourt putting it away.
Yeah.
Come on, Ty, you're trying to put away now from the
Pressure's on again.
Come on, big man. He must have listened to our first stream because now he's sporting the short shorts, huh? Or the second. It was the second game, last game.
I don't know if anyone's focused on the shorts as much as you are, maybe. Good two quick points coming out of the break. That's nice. You need that change of momentum.
Coach said something correct. Focused.
Boy, Josephine really hugs that line of Ty's serve.
Good spot.
Yep, down the middle.
Good spot. And it was high too, though.
Yeah.
Right at the armpit.
Yeah.
There you go. Get in there. Nice lift to the corner. I like that. Just a little block down the center.
Nice. Almost. No, it's out.
See, these are all, like, they're playing the right way for the most part. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah, I think just a little bit too much adrenaline, little hit, just slightly overhitting. They're hitting to the right spots. It's just backing off a tad just to keep things in and force the Danish team to play more longer rallies. And
Nice.
Great shot.
Good hands. Yeah, it's one thing to kind of maybe be off for part of a game or maybe a half game, and then you sort of pick it up and give yourself a chance to win it. You'd hate to have that continue through the whole game, and then you're in a situation where, well, now you have to instantly pick it up for the next 2 games. There's no room for error. So we're within 5 points by now. This is I was gonna say important to get to 4, but we're the point differential of 6.
See, Mateus is right on that front line, putting pressure on the serve. It's just hard to get that serve in when you're...
And again, he's lefty, so things are coming out at slightly different angles, so they're going to have to adjust to that, and they will. So I like what Josephine's doing here. A lot of off speeds, just sort of getting good angle, allowing Ty to sort of time himself to kind of attack it or for them to switch positions and rotate. It's well done. It's a good patient experience. You have to be obviously very patient at a high-level mix.
Great block.
Nice. Good setup. As soon as he hit that cut cross, you saw him slide across.
Yes.
See that? The moment he hit that cross, he was off. He went. Right? So that's them at their best. But I sort of feel like Ty being maybe the more patient of the two, and Josephine the one that can take a few more chances, which is fine. I don't care who's putting it away.
Yeah, whoever puts it on the floor. Yeah,
it just takes one.
And ideally, though, you do want the woman at the net. They're both trained to really cut things off of the net and jump on things and set the bird up. So ideally, you'll see that both women will stay at the net.
He's got to cross that.
Yeah. They're hugging the net the straight
for
way.
him to make that shot down, there's a reason why he missed it. He feels like he needs to hit that perfect.
Yeah.
He's got to cross that, and whether or not he's on the right grip to be able to turn that wrist, I'm sure he can pull it off. But he's got to be willing to maybe even make a mistake trying to cross it, because they'll lose the point anyways. Then you do that a couple times, and the female player is not going to be quite as aggressive in the net.
Shot.
They'll back off, and then you'll reopen your down the line shot. So.
There's very few shots from Josephine that end up being a lift. She places the bird so well that the opponents have to lift. She really does that well.
If you don't hit the alleys in the front court, pretty much anything up to the singles lines on both sides, she's going to get from an open stance position. And when she squares up and gets into open stance mode, like, she had it, see?
Yeah.
She was there. She read it perfectly. She switched her feet. She was the cutoff. Again, as the coach, it's frustrating, but you almost have to listen. You guys are doing a lot of good things. Your strategy is good. Just keep doing it, and you don't have to hit everything perfect, but it's going to come. Like you're inches away from making those shots, and so close to getting that rhythm back. It's such a game of rhythm that you can so easily lose it and also easily regain it.
Yeah, I think at this point, you're not giving up on the game, but you're just trying to settle in. I think at this point, it's like, okay, let's do the best we can, get as many points as we can in this game, and almost prepare ourselves for the second game. So we're ready to go.
I mean, right now you're them. You're playing. Are you looking at the scoreboard thinking, let's just get to 15 right now? So our goal is just to get 15, and then if you get there, you can maybe go for more. But
I think a lot of times,
like small goals.
Yeah, mine would be like 1 point at a time. Just get a point, one at a time. Don't look past that, and just for me at this point, it'd be settle into the game so I'm ready for the second one. And sometimes that turns around into crawling yourself right back in the first one. But I think at this stage, it's just let's settle in so we're ready for game 2.
Oh, good anticipation from the Danish female player. Unbelievable. Because that was a nice return of serve from Josephine.
Which shows how comfortable they are there. They know they're on top of them right now, and they know it. I think Ty and Josephine have to try to throw them off in the next few rallies or points to, prepare for the second game. Just missing that back line.
Not a bad idea. She showed the block and then turned that into a push, but
like they were the players. They were 2 of the players that were telling us that there is a bit of a drift and it is in our direction. So whether that's playing into it or not.
Wow! Did you see what Emily did again?
Yeah.
Just on top of that net. But I mean, obviously, here at 2010, there's no fear. You're playing freely.
That's not the way you want to finish a first game. Obviously not winning it, but the Danish team just got better and better, and we were just the Canadian team a little shaky right through, and it didn't really change much. So the goal here for their coach will be try to change their mindset, try to get them to settle in, just say, okay, tough first game, you worked out things, let's get out there guns blazing for the second.
And it's so easy as a coach in those situations to like, okay, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, and if you really know your athlete, and some athletes need you to be a bit on the maybe the technical side or to be very tactical, and other times whether it's a certain athlete likes a certain more of a pep talk or just the moment, say, you know what, you guys are doing a lot of good things here. It's just we're missing by inches. Just you will get your rhythm back. Let's keep it simple. Let's just play. It could be as simple as, it may not sound like the most intelligent feedback, but it might just be what they need to hear at the moment. Just keep it simple. You're smart players. You know what you're doing. Just a few extra shots before you put it away. Whatever it may be. And then maybe you can throw in as you would say, a nugget.
Yes.
Hey,
there you go. I had
throw in a nugget. You were getting a little sleepy just now until I said nugget. And the moment I said nugget, you perked right up. You're like, I'll have some nuggets.
There you go.
They're not one of our sponsors, so I can't say who. But just throw in a little nugget of information. Tactical?
I think it's perfect terminology because I think your first point is really good.
I think
settle
I'm hungry,
them in.
that's what I think.
They're hungry, thinks that too. But I think settle them down emotionally. Just get some encouraging words. But I think give them 1 or 2 things you can focus on. I think when you're struggling like that, you need something to zone in on. And I think it's whether it's push, come in for your rush and block off to the side, get the bird into play, aim for the bat, whatever it is. Something that they can hang on to, but mostly just settle them down emotionally. And I think that whether it's a junior or adults at this point, that's what you need to turn the momentum around for them.
I kind of feel like you need to settle down emotionally right now. You got a little fired up.
That word nugget.
Nugget does it
a little
every
peckish.
time.
Yeah. Wow.
There we go. First.
Nice.
And again, I know it's only the first point, but to me, very good.
Yeah.
Have to set the tone on the first point. Like, all right, that was an off one. One love, getting your shuttle.
Well, good first rally anyways for the Canadians.
You're so optimistic, Mike. So optimistic.
Stay positive, stay positive. Objective and positive.
Whoa, see that return?
Oh, yeah. The lefty.
Always a little tricky trying to lift over the tall, lengthy lefty. His quaff is perfect. He's played a full game and his quaff is absolutely perfect. Right? What is that, hairspray? What is it?
Very fashion-oriented.
There's just some things I respect.
I'm not a hair guy.
I'm not either. I just...
Mine's
short shorts and haircuts. I mean, it's just... I can't... I must comment. It's wide. A little flicky wide. Just like that, 3-1. Away, let's go. Trying to keep my
the
Quebec
bilingual,
fans
I like
going,
that.
eh?
Yeah.
Away, zing zing. On y va. Oh, a little hesitation there. Oh,
Counter
nicely.
block.
At that point, I think at this point, Emily's shown that she's pretty aggressive and willing to take the net. She kind of has accepted that point that she might have to just lift and reset.
Yeah.
Or at least go find a way to drive it past her.
Yeah, I think.
Which in that side you can maybe get away with because he's left-handed.
Yeah, I think she's.
Oh, that's a good angle.
I think
Just like that, 3-0.
Amelie's too close to the net right now. I think Josephine's got to get in there faster and either take it higher or just push it slightly back from Amelie, because she's sort of gotten more and more comfortable up there as the first game progressed.
Her name almost sounds French. Amélie.
I did. I know.
Is it like a French Danish, like a croissant?
There's a lot of food analogies.
I'm hungry,
I know,
clearly.
sorry. I'll get you something to eat after this match.
Blueberry pancakes, please. It'll be perfect. Oh, nice. Courageous shot.
That's it, yes.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
I like that. He was pressing forward. They both were.
Yeah, you know, they're going for things a little more. Well, they were going for things the first game, and they weren't keeping in the court. This game, they're still going for it, which I like, and they're able to keep it in the court. Whether it's the drift making a difference, I don't know, but I like that they're keeping the pressure on and keeping it in now, of course.
So basically what you're seeing is keep it in, and then the net.
That's a good strategy. My first strategy, get it over the net, keep it in the court.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Way to jinx it.
All right, 4-all. Part of the thing too is letting the Danes know that as the Canadian team struggled in the first game, if you let them know, okay, now you're getting a little bit more pressure.
I think she's got to switch to her backhand on that one. She's coming in like this with her wrist in a funny position. I think she's got to switch to the backhand to push that line.
Right. Yeah.
Or blocking line. Yeah, the Danes have been good about getting a couple quick points in succession. So. And obviously the game kind of gets out of hand, so they've got to control right here.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Great little off speed. That is, you're not getting that back.
No, and that's the tie we're used to seeing a little bit more of. Sort of more controlled shots, looking for spots, not just blasting away.
Unreturnable, undefendable, unbelievable.
There you go.
All right, 2 in a row. Yeah, they didn't have too many consecutive points in the first game. So
No.
it would be nice to get a bunch of 2-3 point streaks.
Which can change the momentum pretty quickly if the Danish
serve.
team.
Nice serve. Oh, they make it over. I like his serve though. Ty's serve was really good. She kind of couldn't really do what she wanted to. Ooh, that was close. It's in. Don't miss that one. Okay, you gotta find a way to flatten it out. Go,
There you go.
go. That's it. There we go. Just a little off speed to reset. Oh, a good spot. Nice job not lifting her now. Keeping the attack.
Shots, Josephine. Good
So
blocks.
it's like that cross was loose, but it was well placed, so it didn't matter. Nice. There we go. They're a very versatile team. They're showing us their arsenal here. And no, Tristan, I'm not talking about Arsenal, the soccer team. Oh, sorry, football. That's a big Arsenal fan. I say soccer gets upset. For the World Cup fans
Timing's
out there.
not bad. Timing's okay. World Cup.
Some crazy games.
Yeah, I think your point to Josephine's shot, it's a little loose at times, but they're unpredictable, and the players, their opponents aren't in position for it.
But that to me is, I can see that.
I don't.
If we're coaching her at that point, it's like, you know what? I don't care that your shot was loose. It was the right shot to the right space, and look, she couldn't put it away. Like they basically had to lift. It's if that shot's tighter, it's a winner. It's the right decision making. It's harder to teach someone the right decision making than sometimes in the actual execution of the shot. There we go, good spot.
Yeah.
See, he's looking for the line. In the inside hip. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, sorry, we don't have the rights to that. I take that back. I said bada bing, bada boom.
And you see both women high racket defense. They're both hugging the net, both trying to challenge the attacker. Lots of pressure. Rackets up.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
How did she?
Yeah,
I would have
know.
gone. If that was me, it would have hurt. I would have
Yours,
got caught.
yeah.
There was no recovery there. But Josephine somehow went, no. She's brave. She just stands her ground. There was no ducking. If that was club badminton, the person's literally lying on the ground. Don't hit me.
Wouldn't see them for a couple weeks.
Hibernating. Good serve.
Yeah.
Ty's serving really well.
Yeah, and
I had a hard time judging the distance on the side.
Yeah, I feel like
Hopefully not playing.
when the players are on the far side, the birds are drifting out a little bit out the back line on this side. The drift must be playing into it a bit.
I wonder if they noticed the fan I set behind the court.
Wow.
Did she miss that?
Yeah, she missed it. She read it right and just missed it. Yeah. She was there for it.
Again, one of those moments. It's okay. You know,
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing. Keep going. Keep doing it. You're still making that statement of, I will attack everything. That's what's up. Shoot. Because that was to go 11-2. You hate to give a point to
Yeah.
at the break, right? This is a perfect example, right? Of it should be 11-7. You're up by 4. And then, you know, quick, 1-2, boom. So okay, really, here's where you really, as an athlete, have to have those abilities to refocus. Oh, shoot. That's a, you know, well-chosen flick serve.
Yeah. Good serve
timing.
down the line.
Damn
Kept it in. And you can see the Danish team is ready to go. They're trying to get. They can see a bit of
Pushing the
a
pace.
lack of concentration or just lack of focus, whatever, and they want to get these serves one after the other.
Well, because they've been mostly, like, you know, even, then they're down,
Yeah.
almost the whole first half. So to potentially be up 11-10 is considered a success, even though it's almost tied. After that, good.
No,
Wow.
she's way too close to the net.
Again, they did such a good job there on the serve and third shot that you have to at that point accept too good, lift, reset.
Yeah.
You don't like lifting, but that's an arrow. They're just too close.
But sometimes too, in mix and even doubles, if you're playing pushes and net shots, the back person starts to creep in, and every once in a while you let go of a lift and you realize they're not in position for it. They've moved their base up a foot, 2 feet closer to the net. You stick a clear and it backs them off again, which Ty and Josephine might need to do, because I think that Thyrri's snuck in a bit now, so he's a lot tighter to the front of the court. I think they may have to put a clear or two in just to back him off and open up the court a little bit more on the Danish side.
Speaking of creeping in, would you mind moving your chair a little bit more to the left?
I'm waiting for that hug.
Hopefully
I'm
close.
anticipating that hug.
Yeah, I mean, here, this is not. There's no reinventing the wheel here. They did a lot of good things in that game. A couple loose points at the end. Refocus. Here we go.
But I think for the Danes, it's definitely a serve and return of serve. That's where they're winning a lot of their points. And that's where the Canadians have to hold the back. Is that line?
She's trying to flick, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's loose. That's loose.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think in that situation, Ty has to cross it.
Yeah.
She's just too good. She gets on top of the net right away. And
she's right in there.
If he goes straight, you can, but you have to be very confident in keeping it incredibly tight, because it's just too much pressure. He could get away with a looser cross that she just won't have time to close the net. Good caught here, the reverse. Oof, a slow drop. What's going on? Totally losing it here. That's 7 points in a row.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
They got to hold him back.
Oh my gosh,
Serve
keeps
again.
catching her. She's there's like a nice little delay in that flick. She holds it to the last second.
Lefty,
Yeah, exactly. That would have worked with that
Yeah.
righty. That's, you know, probably an example of
Cut
just.
off.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
There we go. All right.
Again, a longer rally. Canadians able to get back into it, and they come out on top. They've got to get those rallies a little longer.
Yeah, they needed that point big time.
Yeah.
Here we go. Did that go over? You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Emily got back there fast.
I don't dislike the flick in this scenario, because I think you're sort of testing her a little bit. She's moves well. I'd rather see the flick wide. I think
To
based
the
on where
alley.
she's standing,
Yeah.
I don't know that she'll get to the flick wide, but I think she'll be forced to lift it. I don't think she'll be able to put it down the way she just did there. She's positionally fairly close to the tee, to the center line, so I don't know that she'll do much with it. All right, here we go, guys. Do something to break the momentum.
Yeah. And there it is. When the servers are winning too many rallies off the serve, you want to try to walk around a bit if you can. The umpires aren't going to let you do much, but
Speaking of umpire, I just wasn't paying a lot of attention. I realized that Milan Lucy is the one who's
it's
umpiring.
Milan who's
Who's won about 96 national titles. Was a very accomplished player. He's a very good umpire.
Boy, there it is again.
But see, it's like she holds
Is there
it,
a hold? Is there a little bit of a
hold?
yeah.
It's
Oh, it's him.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
clearly still watching then.
nice. Yeah.
Here I go again, blaming the umpire.
Solid serving by the Danes. Oh, good rush by Ty. There you go.
Well, it's now or never. Like they can't. It's 16-12, 4-point lead. You know, they've got to do it right now. They've got to find a way, you know, before the opponents get to 18 to be within 2. Are you kidding me? Net again.
There you go.
Real.
Yeah, just keep it coming down if you can.
Let it rain down.
Josephine really hugs. She's really tight to that center line when Ty's serving. Both of them are actually.
Oh, she's out of range.
Going for it.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh.
And recover left.
See, and those little pushes, little lifts to the forehand. Well, to his forehand side. Oh, ours are not going over.
Yeah.
Come on. So unlucky. This is unfortunately if they end up losing this match in 2 games, assuming they rewatch this, because I'm sure most players do, to learn from it. It's going to be a frustrating match for them to watch because the teams are very close. Like the same skill set. It's just going through momentum swings of just losing their groove. Because they are a very smart, capable mixed team.
Longer rally.
63, 64, 65.
Yeah.
Got caught cheating. Smart shot by the lefty backhand. He showed him line, went cross.
The Danes are definitely coming up with answers to what the Canadians are throwing at them right now. Like when Josephine gets a little tighter at the net, a little better shooting at the net, Emily moves closer and counters it. And I think the Danes just seem to be just one step ahead right now.
They're making certainly the right tactical decision. Find a way to play with pressure, but also do it in a way that's high percentage.
Long serve again to Josephine. That straight line. You're right. Like Ty keeps going straight, and if
Those
it
micro
goes
pushes or not, like it's either a little high or a little deep, or they're not kind of in the right spot. He's got to find a way to cross that.
well, and if it goes past Emily, it's on Matthias's forehand, anyways.
If you don't cross it, guess what? They're going to stay on that side.
Yeah.
And it becomes even more difficult to. So, again, obviously, we're saying like it's so super simple. It's in situations where he has very little time to do it. So, you've got to make that split-second decision. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was an unbelievable counter by Emily, and an even better counter.
Yes.
Did you counter?
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's that touch of the net by Josephine.
All right, here we go. Not over yet. Let's go. Oh, free point? They've not done that in a while. Okay.
We haven't seen many of those out of the Danish team at this point.
Till now. See it? A little bit wide. Oh, it's good you didn't put it. Oh, no. Cross it. There we go. Now go in.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Even just bringing this to 17, but obviously if we can bring this to 18, it somehow seems possible. Oh my God, nice serve.
Wow. Emily's getting these great defense by the Danish team, and
Self out of position.
wow.
You know what? They're stepping it up in the big rallies. That was well played. So they had the offense there and couldn't maintain it. I don't know if he's telling her that he's going to flick. No, seriously, just a little whisper.
I know.
Shh. How would I be? Just flicky. Called it. Boom. Here we go. Oh,
Boy.
she still gets it back.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she was digging it up from her laces.
Yeah, the Danes were just on.
Unbelievable defense. That's tough. They wow, unbelievable defense.
So the Danish team of Matthias Thyrri and Amelie Magelund defeat Ty Lindeman and Josephine Wu from Canada 21-10, 21-16. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with the men's doubles final between the Canadian team and the Danish team.